Hi friends, this is Jawad Khan here once again, and in this video I am going to tell you the basic difference between simple past and present perfect questions. So let's begin our video without wasting much time. We have the structure of using simple past in question is which is did plus subject plus first form of the verb, did plus subject plus first form of the verb. In the case of present perfect, we have the structure is which is have plus subject plus third form of the verb, have plus subject plus third form of the verb, or has plus subject plus third form of the verb, or has plus subject plus third form of the verb. But in the case of have, we have the subjects are I, we, you, they, or any plural subject. In the case of has, we have the structure of subjects which is he, she, it, or any singular subject. Now that's all about the structure of using present perfect and simple past in questions. Now I am going to tell you the basic difference between the questions of present perfect and simple past. So the difference is when we find the finish time which is the action, which is the time when the action is completed, which may be yesterday, last week, a month ago, a year ago, 5 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago. This is the finish time. When we find finish time is present in the question, the question must be of simple past. We don't use the finish time in the questions of present perfect. We don't use the finish time in the questions of present perfect. That's the difference between the questions of simple past and present perfect questions. We don't use finish time in the questions of present perfect, and we use finish time in the questions of simple past. Okay, now I'm going to tell you some examples of present perfect questions and simple past questions. So we have the examples are have you seen Anne? Have you seen Anne? Tell me, this is correct? Yeah, this is correct. Have you seen Anne? Because finish time is not present here. Okay, and we know that when the finish time is not present in present perfect questions, it is correct. Okay, but instead of, we have simple past question for this sentences, which is did you see Anne on Saturday? Did you see Anne on Saturday? Did you see Anne on Saturday? This is correct because this is the question of simple past and we can use finish time for simple past questions. Okay, similarly, we have another question of present perfect, which is have you ever been to Spain? Have you ever been to Spain? You notice that finish time is not present. Last year, last week, 5 months ago, 6 months ago. Finish time is not present in this question. So it is correct. Have you ever been to Spain? Okay, this is correct. But instead of simple past question, we have did you go to Spain last year? Did you go to Spain last year? Finish time is present, which is last year, and we can use finish time with simple past questions, which is did you go to Spain last year? Did you go to Spain last year? Remember the structure, which is did plus subject plus first form of the verb. Okay, similarly, we have another question of present perfect without finish time, which is correct, which is has Sarah gone away? Has Sarah gone away? This is correct because finish time is not present here. And we know that in present perfect questions in which finish time is not present, those are correct. Those are correct questions of present perfect. Okay. Similarly, we have the simple past question for this sentence, which is did Sarah go away last week? Did Sarah go away last week? Did Sarah go away last week? This is correct because this is the question of simple past and we can use finish time with simple past questions. Okay. Similarly, we have another question of present perfect without finish time, and this is correct also, which is has Rose worked in the factory? Has Rose worked in the factory? This is correct because finished time is not present for the action which is work. Okay, but in the case of simple past, we have the same question, which is did Rose work in the factory 6 months ago? Did Rose work in the factory 6 months ago? Did Rose work in a factory 6 months ago? This is totally correct because the finish time is present here. And we know that when the finish time is present with simple past questions, we can use finish time with simple past question. We know that. Okay, so this is correct. Okay, similarly we have another question for present perfect, which is, have you ever met Shah Rukh Khan? Have you ever met Shah Rukh Khan? Have you ever met Shah Rukh Khan? Okay, this is correct because finish time is not present. We don't know that from when we have met Shah Rukh Khan, or when we met Shah Rukh Khan, or last year, or 6 months ago, or 5 months ago, or 10 months ago, or a year ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. This is totally correct because this is the question of present perfect. Okay, have you ever met Shah Rukh Khan? Have you ever met Shah Rukh Khan? This is correct. But instead of simple past, we have the same question, which is, did you meet Shah Rukh Khan last year? Did you meet Shah Rukh Khan last year? Did you meet Shah Rukh Khan last year? This is correct because finish time is present with the simple past questions. Okay, and we know that with simple past questions we can use finish time also. This is correct. Okay, similarly I am going to tell you some questions in which you can recognize which are correct and which are incorrect. So I am telling you the questions which are, have you seen an yesterday? Have you seen an yesterday? Tell me, this is correct or incorrect? This is incorrect. Have you seen an yesterday? This is incorrect. I have to say for this question which is correct, which is, did you see an yesterday? Did you see an yesterday? Because we don't use finish time with present perfect questions, and we use finish time with simple past questions. So did you see an yesterday? This is correct because this is the question of simple past. Okay, and we use finish time with simple past questions. We know that. Okay, similarly we have another question, which is, what time have you finished your work? What time have you finished your work? Okay, this is totally incorrect. This is totally incorrect. I repeat the questions, which is, what time have you finished your work day before yesterday? Day before yesterday. Okay, and similarly the question which is correct here, which is, what time did you finish your work day before yesterday? What time did you finish your work day before yesterday? Because in the first question we use finish time by mistake. We use finish time in the first question, which is not allowed because this is the question of present perfect, and we don't use finish time with the present perfect questions. Okay, similarly we have another question, which is, where have you been last night? Where have you been last night? This is incorrect because this is the question of present perfect, and we don't use finish time, which is last night, here with the present perfect questions. We can only use finish time with the simple past questions. This is the basic difference. So where were you last night is correct. Where were you last night is correct. Where were you last night? Okay, similarly we have another question, which is, have you worn your new shoes? Have you worn your new shoes? Tell me, this is correct or incorrect? This is correct because finish time is not present, and this is the question of present perfect. We can use present perfect without any finish time. It is compulsory. Okay, have you worn your new shoes? This is correct. Similarly we have another question, which is, where were you on Sunday afternoon? Where were you on Sunday afternoon? Where were you on Sunday afternoon? This is correct because this is the question of simple past, and we can use finish time with simple past questions. So that's all about the differences between simple past and present perfect questions. The basic differences of finish time. We can use finish time with present perfect with simple past questions, and we don't use finish time with present perfect questions. So that's all about my video. So thanks for watching and have a nice day. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon and share it more and more. Okay.